Another issue that you can be able to have is in clogging a specimen chamber. Happens very rarely, but if you get a rare case where you have an animal that is usually very sick, they will have a stool sample that will contain a lot of lipids or fats in that stool sample. In that event, any manual system, any of the other systems out there, any automated system, including ours, simply spinning that specimen and being able to pour it through or looking at it will not work, because lipids or fats along with the eggs will float to the top and they will clog either your slides or the sample specimen chamber in the case of using the Parasight system. We are the only system out there right now, technology, that allows a way to be able to work through that, and it's very simple to be able to do. What I'm going to share with you is the way that you can be able to process a fatty or lipid-bound fecal sample and still get good results. We do have to modify what we're doing because we have to get the lipids or fats out of the sample and separated from the eggs. And so the process that we're going to be able to do this is just add a few additional steps to be able to get the lipids out of the sample. So the first thing that you will go ahead and do is you take the sample like you would normally do. You go ahead and get the 1 gram sample, and you'll take one of these tubes, and what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and pour off the liquid in there, leaving the ball at the bottom, but pour off the liquid in there that's normally in there. You'll take the fatty sample, fecal sample, you'll go ahead and put it in there. I will tell you, usually when you do this, fatty samples usually smell rancid. They can look gray. They usually look like they have a lot of mucus on them. They look and act differently than a normal fecal sample. So you're going to go ahead and put that in there, and then what you're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to add water up, just regular water, up to the 10 cc mark. So now I'm going to simulate what you'd normally be able to do. There'd normally be the little plug sample, the mucus sample on the bottom there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to add regular tap water to about 10 cc. So we add that to the top 10 cc's here. I'm going to get close to that. Does not have to be perfect. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and put the tap on, and then we're going to go ahead and mix that. So this is just regular water this time. It's not the Fecasol, colored Fecasol that you'd normally get, but now we're just going to go ahead and mix that. And what you'll see almost immediately is you'll see a top part, you'll see the fats kind of go to the top part of that, and then the rest will look grayish with regular fecal matter in that to be able to do that. Then we're going to walk over and we're going to place this into the centrifuge for 2 minutes. Now I'm going to go ahead and place this just like we do normally. We're going to put that in the centrifuge. We'll move this to another 2 minutes to be able to set that up. So we'll set it for 2 minutes for 5,000 RPM. We'll go ahead and start that. And then after it's done, we'll go ahead and open the door. That will come back out. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take that full amount. We're not going to worry about anything in there. You'll see a pellet at the bottom, and you'll see a mucus plug up at the top. And you're going to go ahead and pour the mucus plug and everything out. So all you'll do is you'll have a pellet at the bottom, along with the agitator here, and you'll have nothing else in there. Okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to open up another pack, and you're going to go ahead and borrow the colored Fecasol out of that pack, and you're going to pour it back into this one without the ball. Now what you get to do is we're going to do the same thing we'd normally do, like there's no mucus in this, just like we started over. So again, we have that amount in there. We're going to go ahead and take something to agitate the plug at the bottom there. So we'll go down, we can take a fecal loop or anything that's thin to be able to go and agitate that to be able to get that to go free. Then you're going to go ahead and take this on top, and then we're going to go ahead and mix vigorously. Sometimes that ball will stick on the bottom. You can just go ahead and get it to go back and forth so you see it to be able to do this. And then we're going to continue the test just like what we normally would. We'll go ahead and put that back in here. We're going to go ahead and change this back to to 1 minute. So we'll change that to 1 minute. We'll go ahead and close that. We'll run that, and then we'll continue the test like we normally would. So you'll go ahead and pour that out. You're going to take then, as it comes out, after the 1 minute spin, just like you normally do, you're going to go ahead and then put in the egg separator. Again, put that in, go ahead and just push down from the top. Go ahead and close that off. Remember, that allows you to pour the proper amount into the machine. Then we'll go ahead and run the test, and when it asks you to be able to go ahead and be able to put in that amount, you'll go ahead and set this up. Going to go ahead and pick the test. Spots a dog. We're going to go ahead and start the test. And remember, in this situation, we used a 1 gram sample. We'll go ahead and start the test. And just as you normally would, it will confirm that you're running the right test. You'll take out the egg chamber that's there. You'll go ahead and put in a new egg chamber or specimen chamber. You'll be able to go ahead and set that up. And then remember, because we have this set up this way, when it starts vacuuming and you can hear it, you can go ahead and pour that in there, and you'll see it does not clog at that point. It'll go ahead and come through. Then you hit continue when you're done. And you'll now see that the test will run itself, and your result will report itself in less than 3.5 minutes from now.